Hi friends, welcome back to Busy Girl Budgets. My name is Mallory and I live in New Mexico with my husband and our 2 dogs. So if you're interested in all things money or savings related, then please stick around. All right, friends, well, welcome back. You'll notice my nails are not done. They're getting a breather, so don't mind that. They're not as nice looking as they usually are, but that's okay. Anyway, so today we're going to be doing a cash stuffing. Yay, woohoo. By the time you're seeing this, it'll probably be several days after I've actually filmed. But yeah, I'm trying to get in a better routine of posting content like every other day on a schedule. And so I usually bulk film on Fridays, which today is Friday. I'll probably film at least 3 like long form videos and then several shorts that I can post throughout the week. So look for the cash stuffing videos usually midweek or like towards the end of the week. So anyway, we'll get right into it. I am stuffing $1,040 today. So let me grab my calculator and we will go ahead and count this cash and get it set up. All right. My calculator. Here's the money and we'll get right to it. So 1, 2, 3, 400, 51, 52, 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 10, 20, and 30. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, and 50. Then I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20 in ones. All right, so 1,040, and that is correct. So let's get this calculator out of the way, and we will get right into this week's stuffing. First, actually, let me unstuff my wallet. I did film an unstuffing video, and I had to unstuff a lot, actually. So I have $1 left from my buffer, and I'm actually just going to leave this in here and roll it over. But I do have some change that I need to empty out. So let me grab, this is my change container now. Okay, and I don't have a whole lot of change. I end up using my card a lot this week, which is why I had to unstuff quite a bit. Okay, so here's the coins. Okay, I think that's it. Yeah. Okay. And I also did scan a bunch of receipts into Fetch Rewards. If you're not familiar with that, it is a receipt scanning app that you just scan your receipts and you accumulate points, which you can then redeem for gift cards to places that you already shop. I did notice that Fetch changed their daily reward. So you have to play games now to get extra rewards, and you actually get a lot more coins, and some of the games are just like go on autoplay, so you can just like turn it on and it'll just do it. So I've been doing that, and I've already gotten like, I don't know, 3,000, close to 3,000 points for just like letting my phone just like do its own thing. So anyway, but if you want to sign up, I have my referral code in the description below, and if you sign up with that link, you'll get an extra, I don't know what it is right now, maybe 1,000 points when you scan your first receipt, and then I'll get like a referral bonus points when you scan as well. So it's a win-win. Anyway, okay, so getting into the stuffing. If you're new here, I don't stuff for groceries very much. I only do pickup usually, but this week I actually did a HelloFresh order, and that was $65. I had a coupon that they sent me. So I ended up getting 4 different meals with 4 servings each. So 8 meals actually, and it was $65. So that includes the meat and the veggies and everything you need. So sometimes I like to do that just to like split up the mundane doing the same recipes over and over again. So groceries is only going to get 10 in cash, and that's for anything that might come up throughout the week that we might need. Okay, dining out or food is getting 50, 20, 40, and 50. And this has usually been enough for us. Last week we went a little bit over, but we have found the places that we like to eat that we can do so inexpensively, that the places that we really like. And thankfully my husband and I like to share meals. So we're able to eat out at least twice with the $50, sometimes 3 times, depending on where we go. Okay, my fun money is getting 20. And then buffer or miscellaneous, I'm adding 14. So 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. So now it has 15. So we'll count it, make sure. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15 in miscellaneous. And then also right now I am going to set aside fun money for my husband. As you saw, I got 20. He also gets 20. So again, all of this money is shared between him and I. And the reason this is the larger cash stuffing is because this is a pay period where we both were paid. I'm paid weekly, he's paid bi-weekly. I only work part-time, and he works full-time. He has the benefits for us, 401k, all of that. So everything that I'm stuffing is shared funds. Okay, so we're done with the wallets. Let's move that to the side. And we'll get right into my long-term sinking funds. So here is where you'll see a lot of cash stuffers start stuffing for bills, which if that works for you, awesome. Then that is totally fine if you feel like you need to do that. I do not cash stuff for bills. I take whatever our checks were and I deduct from that what our bills are going to be in between now and the next pay period. Leave that in the account, and whatever is left over is what is then cash stuffed. So that's how we're working with 1,040. The amount that we were actually paid this pay period was 2,630. Okay, so going into my emergency fund, I'm always putting $20 in here. So that's getting 20 today. So it has 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, and 180. And I already did go through and update all of my trackers. Okay, pups emergency, they're getting 20 as well. Trying to build this up. They're so unpredictable. So I have 40. Okay, this is going to bug me because it's not like lining up right. Okay. So 40 in pups emergency. Car repairs is also getting 20 today. And starting to try and save up for new tires for my husband. So it has 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 110, 15, and 120. Okay. Michigan, this is going to get 10 today. So if you're new, Michigan's where I'm from, and we spend a lot of our summer there with my family. So this is just for travel expenses, extra spending while we're there and things like that. We still do work the whole time we're there, so it's not like we're without paychecks or anything, but this is just for anything extra that we'd like to do. So I have 100, 110, 120, 30, 40, 45, and 150. So 150 in Michigan. Okay, vacation. This is getting the most today because I have a trip coming up. And if you have watched my videos before, you know that that's to Disney because I can't stop talking about it. But that's going to get 250 today. 1, 2, and 250. That's going to bug me. Okay, so let's see here what we have so far. I have 1, 2, 3, 350, 4, 455, 550, and 560. So my trip is already paid for as far as my flight and my stay and my 4-day Disney pass. So this is all just spending money. This is a 8-day trip, 2 days of travel, and then 6 days, full days there actually. So I want to save up a good amount of spending money so that I don't have to be necessarily thinking about budgeting like I do every other day of the year. So $560 in vacation. Anniversary is going to get 10. This is for my husband and I's wedding anniversary, which is in October. And so this October of 2024 will be our 10-year anniversary. So that's what we're saving up for here. So we have 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 20, 25, and 130. Okay, home projects. This is a new one, and this will be the first time that I'm stuffing it. Not stuffing it a lot, but I am going to start putting $5. So again, this binder is my long-term sinking funds. So these are things that it's going to take me a while to save up the amounts that I need, and I'm not going to be pulling from these categories very often. Taxes is also getting 5. Now this is just to pay to have my taxes done. It is not to pay for if we owe. Whoops, I put that in the wrong spot. So we have additional taken out of my husband's check so that we don't owe at the end of the year. It's worked out for us the last few years. We've been able to get a refund because when we were first married, dual income, no kids, we were just taxed so heavily and enough just wasn't taken out of checks. And then we were having to write a really hefty check come like March, April, and that was just not fun. So in taxes, to have our taxes prepared, I have 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 5, 10, 15, 20, and 125. Okay. And this is my back to the bank envelope. There's nothing in there right now. So that is it for my long-term binder. Now we're going to move to my short term. I'm just going to move both of these over here for now. Okay. So my short term is this gray binder on the bottom. And these are categories that I pull from more often. Not like weekly usually, but more often than every 6 months or every year, something like that. So here we go. Short term. So my dogs are really expensive. So if you see my other videos, you know that they get a good amount every week. This week they're getting 40. Usually I try to go closer to 70, but I just didn't have it this week. So 40 is what we're going to put in here. So I have, let's see. You know what? I'm going to actually do a 50. So I'm going to put this 40 back. I'm going to take a 50 and I'm going to put 10 back. So it'll be like I took 40. So I think I have some extra large denominations. Okay. So we've got 51, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 45, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, and 55. So $255 in pups. I do need to get dog food this week, and both of my dogs have a vet appointment. So I know that this is not enough for both my dogs' vet appointment. So I will be utilizing my care credit. Now, if you're like, oh, you do all cash, like you can't utilize a credit card. Yes, you can. Let me tell you. So a lot of people don't know this about care credit, but any purchase, I think it's over $200 or maybe it's over $300. Maybe it's $250. I'm not positive. Don't quote me on this. But any purchase over that certain threshold, you get, it's like 6 months to a year of no interest. Okay. So people get tripped up with care credit because if you've used your care credit card multiple times in that 6-month period, then you have, say, 3 purchases, all their promotional financing expiring at different times. So when you make your payment, you need to do the message center and you need to like text Care Credit and ask them to apply your payment to the promotional purchase that is expiring first. Because if you don't, they're going to divvy up your $50 payment or however much you pay between 3 purchases that are expiring at completely different times. So if you request for them to apply your payment to the one expiring first, then you don't end up having to pay the interest as long as you pay off that promotional purchase in 6 months or a year, whatever the date is. But it tells you on your app what those purchases were, how much is left on that balance for that specific date. So a lot of people have said, I didn't know, all of a sudden I got hit with all this interest. I thought I paid it off. Well, you have to tell them to put it towards that specific purchase. Okay. Anyway, on to household. Today I'm going to put 15. Okay, Costco is getting 15 as well. So now Costco has 10, 15, 20, 25. Beauty is getting skipped today, I think. Yes. And then toiletries, I'm putting 10. Oops, that was already open. So 10 is all that it has. Self-care is getting skipped today also, but it has 20. And then health is getting 10. So it has 10, 20, 30, 35, and 36. And I don't stuff this a whole lot. I've mentioned this before. We have really good insurance and an FSA. So this is just extra, you know, if we didn't want to dip into our FSA or if we happen to go through it. Never has happened. We end up having to try and spend it at the very end of the year. But yeah, this is just for extra. Okay, so that's it for my short-term sinking funds. Okay, so the next binder we're going into is my low priority binder. So this is stuff that if I have the extra, I will put money into, but none of it really is a necessity. So if I start to do low amounts, like probably my next cash stuffing after this is going to be a lower amount because on the weeks that I'm just paid, it's a significantly lower amount than on the weeks that my husband and I are both paid. So a lot of these won't even get stuffed those weeks, or they'll maybe only get like $5. So coffee this week I am skipping, but I will count it. It has 10, 11, 12, and 13. And this is not for like daily coffee runs to go through Starbucks. We like almost never do that. It is for making our own drinks at home. My husband makes all of his own syrups. He buys whole beans. We have a grinder and a espresso machine, not to be confused with a Nespresso machine. Different. But he buys whole beans, grinds everything himself, pulls his own shots, all of that. So that's what that's for. Entertainment is getting 25 today. It's empty. A lot of these are empty because I just did an unstuffing. So if you haven't seen that, go ahead and watch that on my channel. And that kind of goes over how I do debit and credit card or online purchases when I'm doing an all cash budget. So clothing then is getting 20. We had kind of a high spend week this last week, so some of these categories are pretty low. All right. Shopping is getting 25. Okay, 25. You know what? I'm going to save this 5 for one of my savings challenges. I'm going to put this one in because it's not as nice. Come on. Come on. doesn't want to line up nicely. Okay, so 25 in shopping. Gifts is getting 10. And hobbies is going to get 5. This is mainly for my husband. He really likes Pokemon. Him and some of his buddies and my brother, they're all like super into it. So that's for him to buy some cards. Tech, this is a new one. This is getting 5. This would really like to use to save up for a new iPad. Again, not a necessity, but I would like one. So a little bit at a time. And that's it for tech. And then furniture is getting skipped this week, but yeah, once I have the extra funds, or maybe after some trips that we're taking, then I'll throw some in here. Okay, so that's it for this binder. So lastly, we're going to be doing my savings challenges, and I'm very excited about this. We're putting a good amount in here today. So first, we have the Little Bits Add Up Challenge from BusyGirlBudgets. I have her mentioned below. She has an Instagram shop. She doesn't have an Etsy. So check out her Instagram, and she has all kinds of stuff that she makes. I personally am so excited to just do this challenge all year. So each week you're going to add a minimum of $36, and that's because you add 1, 15, 110, and 120. So that's 36. Once a month, you're also going to add a 50 and 100. So that means once a month you're contributing $186. And today is that day for me. I'm going to try to knock it out always in the first week or two. So we're going to put $1 in the dollar savings challenge. And so this is a year-long challenge. So you do every single one of these things 52 times. And at the end of the challenge, I'll just mention this now, you'll have 3,672. Okay, so I'll put my dollar in here. Okay, and then we're going to put 5 in the $5 savings challenge. So it'll have 10. And then we're going to put a 10. So that will have 20. And we'll put a 20 as well. That mark was coming off. So this part now has 40. Okay. And then in the 50s, so for January, we're going to mark off this one. And we're putting our first 50 in. So that's super exciting. Oops. All right. And then we're also putting our first 100 in for January. Yay. Very cool. All right, so we have that challenge done. Okay, so next we're gonna do the 50 envelope savings challenge. This I am not trying to complete like at all. Once I go on my trip, I'm gonna be done doing this. So actually this might be the last time or the second to last time that I stuff this, and then all the money that's in here is spending money towards the vacation. So I'm stuffing 50 today, and I already marked because I'm not going to use this $50 bill because I have something else to use that for. So I'm going to put 45 and 5. So really any amount to make 50. And I need to use up some of these ones. How do I want to do that? Let's go 20, 10, so that's 30. 31, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that would be 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45. And then this last one will make 50. Okay. Let's count that again. Make sure we've got it right here. That I'm putting $50 in this envelope today. So I have 20, 30, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, and 50. Okay, that's correct. So 50 in here today. So let's arrange this money and then I will count up the whole thing and see what we're working with so far. Okay. It's a lot of ones. Okay. So we have 50, 100, 50, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 300, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 75, 80, 81, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 90, 91, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think it's 396 that's in here. And I hope I counted that right. I don't have it in me to count it again. I've been filming for a really long time. So anyway, my back's starting to hurt from sitting in this chair. Okay, so 396 is what is in here. So that's, again, all spending money. And then I have, how much is it in my vacation fund? Let's check. 560. So 560 plus 396, let's add that up here. 560 plus 396. I already have 956 saved for my Disney trip for spending money. So, woohoo! Awesome. Okay, next I'm stuffing my $1,000 emergency fund. And yes, I also have an envelope for this in my long-term sinking funds binder. I'm just doing this to try to just get my $1,000 done faster. So every week I'm trying to put $20 in my sinking fund and $20 towards this savings challenge. So I am putting 20 today, 2 10s. So let's color in 2 of these. And let's see what we have so far. We have 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110. Cool. Okay. And I do have these trackers linked in my description. I got them on Etsy from Carrie J Budgets. Absolutely love them. Have used a lot of them multiple times because they're laminated. Okay, lastly is my $500 monthly debt savings challenge. So every month I try to put $500 extra towards debt. And last month I was able to almost double that. I did, I think, $950 because we had some bonuses and stuff like that. But $500 is already kind of pushing it a little bit for me. But we're going to start with $150 this month. And I've already went through and marked off which ones I need to color in to make $150. So bear with me here, and hopefully I'm not shaking the camera too badly. But sometimes I feel like I'm just not getting anywhere with that, and I don't have a whole lot of it. But yeah, I don't know. Okay, so that's $150. So we have $350 to go for the rest of the month to try to hit that $500 extra towards debt. All right, friends. Well, that wraps up today's cash stuffing video. If you made it till the end, thank you so much. It really, really helps a lot for like engagement and things like that. and if you watch the whole video. So if you made it this far, thank you so much. If you're not already subscribed, please consider subscribing, liking, or commenting. It would really help to grow my channel. But that's all for today, guys, and we'll catch you in the next video. Bye.